The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, August 20 recap. Brooke worries about Hope. Steffy won't forgive Finn. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Tuesday, August 20, reveals that Taylor Hayes surprised Ridge Forrester at Forrester Creations, so they exchanged flirty comments and ultimately talked about their children. Taylor had concerns about Ridge making Brooke Logan part of the executive team without Steffy Forrester's input, and refusing to let Steffy cut Hope for the future. Ridge explained that he was doing what was best for the company and hoped that maybe Steffy could be friends with Brooke in time. The Forresters and Logans needed to work together, so Ridge suggested it had to start with Steffy and Hope Logan. Taylor hoped Ridge was right, but she seemed skeptical. In the design office on Tuesday's B&B episode, Brooke continued to flip out over the news that Hope kissed John Finn Finnegan. Hope struggled to explain her actions and admitted she'd never felt so out of control. Brooke thought Hope had become completely fixated on Steffy's husband. When Hope admitted Finn was going to tell Steffy the truth, Brooke grew concerned about the fallout. Brooke also pointed out that Hope's out-of-character behavior had been happening for a while now. Hope said it scared her to think about how reckless she'd been, but she wanted to do better and didn't understand why she'd been behaving this way. At the Cliff House, Steffy reeled over Finn letting Hope kiss him, but he tried to explain that's not how it went down. Nevertheless, Steffy argued that she repeatedly warned Finn to keep his distance, but he didn't listen. Finn countered that Hope just planted one on him and that he had nothing to do with it, but Steffy thought he actually had a lot to do with it. Steffy had warned Finn about the Logans and tried to make him see that Hope was toxic, but he made Hope feel comfortable enough to disrespect their marriage. According to Steffy, Finn cared more about being a friend to Hope than respecting his wife's feelings. Steffy snapped that Finn was too kind and compassionate, first with Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, and now with Hope. Finn said those were two completely different situations, but Steffy felt her feelings were devalued and ignored in both cases. An exasperated Steffy declared that she couldn't do this, so Finn struggled to understand what she meant. Steffy felt like the only one fighting for their relationship and suggested that the idea of Finn kissing any other woman was bad enough. The fact that it was Hope made it even worse considering Steffy's history of sparring with her over Liam Spencer. Finn assured Steffy that if he had thought for 1 second that Hope would cross that line, he would have shut her down immediately. After Finn said he'd never do anything to jeopardize their marriage, he added that he was wrong for not listening. Finn asked if Steffy could forgive him and promised to never let anything like this happen again, but furious Steffy didn't look ready to put the issue to rest. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy and Finn have more marriage drama, so stick with us for more predictions on the hostility and updates on how far downhill things will go. CDL's where you want to be for great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so visit us often for more B&B info. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Bold and the Beautiful Wednesday, August 21 spoilers. Steffy separates from Finn, unleashes fury on Hope. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Wednesday, August 21, reveal that Steffy Forrester will decide something that catches John Finn Finnegan off guard. Despite Finn's attempt to explain his side of the story, Steffy still thinks he shares some blame in the kiss Hope Logan planted. Since Steffy warned Finn over and over to stay away from Hope, she feels like he opened the door to Hope making her move by not listening. Finn disrespected Steffy's feelings as far as she's concerned, so she's not sure she can do this anymore, especially after everything that went down with Sheila Sharp. Although Finn asked forgiveness and promised nothing like this would ever happen again, there are still going to be consequences. Steffy will make a difficult choice when it comes to her marriage on Wednesday's B&B episode, so she'll probably tell Finn that she needs a break. Jumping straight to divorce would be extreme, but it seems like Steffy will insist on having some time and space to think about Finn's actions. Finn didn't instigate the kiss, but he befriended Hope and opened the door enough for her to cross the line. At least, that's how Steffy sees the situation. As a result, it looks like Finn will find himself heartbroken when Steffy most likely insists on a separation. Finn may have to get a hotel room, or at least stay in the Forrester guest house, while Steffy can offer updates on what's next. Later, Steffy will march into the Forrester Creations design office, so Hope had better brace for her rival's full fury. We'll see Steffy demand answers about the kiss, and why Hope thought she could put her lips all over Finn. Hope may apologize and once again admit she doesn't know what came over her. Perhaps Hope will acknowledge that she was tipsy and not thinking straight, but she certainly won't want Steffy to blame Finn for anything. Of course, Steffy won't care what Hope wants and will really rip into her over this marriage interference. It'll be infuriating for Steffy, especially after the way she went back and forth with Hope over Liam Spencer all those years. Steffy may order Hope to have no contact with Finn from now, and she could potentially deliver some bad news about Hope's line as well. Will Steffy vow to cut Hope for the future as her vengeful desires bubble up? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Steffy will blow up in a big way, so stick with us for more predictions on all the chaos that's in store. CDL will have other sizzling bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your favorite B&B hotspot. Brooke warns Hope she's spiraling out of control, and Steffy blames Finn for Hope's kiss. Tuesday, August 20, 2024. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope examines her reckless behavior. Finn asks for his wife's forgiveness, and Taylor questions Ridge. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At the Cliff House, Steffy tries to take in what Finn has just told her about his lips and Hope's meeting. Finn can't begin to tell her how sorry he is. Seeing her like this is killing him, but he had to tell her. Steffy accuses him of letting Hope kiss him. How many times did I tell you to stay away from Hope? Finn nods, a lot. Steffy rails that he didn't listen to her, and now Hope kissed you. In the design office, Brooke is scandalized by Hope's confession that she kissed Finn and exclaims, "Why would you do such a thing?" Hope says something just came over her. Brooke needs to know exactly what happened. Hope tells her mother she's freaking out because she's never been this out of control. Brooke asks what she was thinking and feeling right before she kissed Finn. Hope isn't sure, she was only thinking about Finn. The kiss did feel right, until I opened my eyes and saw Finn's expression. She felt so embarrassed. It's just so reckless. I don't understand why I'm doing it. Brooke thinks she's becoming completely fixated on Steffy's husband. In the main office, Ridge is surprised to look up and see Taylor in the doorway. They embrace and he says it's been too long. She tells him the wait is over. I'm back. Ridge tells Taylor she's looking wonderful as always. This was the last thing he expected today. She hopes he's not too disappointed. Ridge grins, seeing you? Never. They sit and Taylor shows Ridge photos of Douglas in Paris, as she tells him how happy he and Thomas are over there. Talk turns to the engagement and Ridge learns that she found out before him. Taylor explains she wanted to come home because Steffy's had a rough few months. Ridge says she deals with it and he's proud of her. Taylor says she hasn't gotten to see the kids yet. Ridge thinks she must miss them. Taylor replies that she does, and I miss you too. In the Cliff House, Finn tells Steffy that Hope just walked up and planted one on him. He had nothing to do with it at all. Steffy argues that he had a lot to do with it. I told you about the Logans. I told you about Hope, and you didn't want to believe me. Finn was just trying to make peace between them. Steffy says that wasn't his place. Hope lost control. She's out of control, she's lost. Finn says he should have listened. He was just trying to be a good friend to Hope. Steffy says he cared more about being her friend than respecting her feelings. I can't believe this. That's when you opened the door, Finn. Don't you realize that? He made Hope feel comfortable enough to disrespect their marriage, and now she's put her lips on yours. In the main office, Taylor tells Ridge she hears congratulations are in order for Brooke's bedroom and the fashion summit in Monte Carlo. She flashes to watching them. Ridge says it was a lot of work. Taylor's surprised he's not focused on Kocher. Ridge guesses she's been talking to Steffy. Taylor asks about the changes he's made to the executive. Ridge has to be able to design. That's what he does. Is that ok with you, or? Taylor thinks that's fine, but instead of letting Steffy decide who would fill that role, you did it for her. He also refused to let her cut Hope for the future. Ridge protests that he'll always do what's best for the company. Taylor snips, what about what's best for our daughter? I'm worried about Steffy. In the design office, Hope assures Brooke she won't allow this to happen again. Brooke asks if she's sure she'll be able to control these feelings. Hope says she'll have to because Finn is very upset with her. She begged him to move past it, but he's insisting on telling Steffy. Brooke's jaw drops. At the Cliff house, Steffy mutters that she should have known all along that Hope would make a play for him. She asks Finn, you must have had some idea she was into you. Finn never expected her to kiss him. This was the last thing he wanted, a war. Steffy says he constantly wants the peace, but is making things worse. First Sheila, now Hope. He has constantly devalued and ignored her feelings when it comes to them. He didn't listen to her. She groans, I can't do this right now. Finn asks, what are you saying, Steffy? In the main office, Taylor hopes she didn't come off too strong in questioning Ridge's decisions. He suggests she may have been, but he loves how protective she is of the family. Ridge assures her Steffy will be fine. Taylor asks why he didn't let her weigh in on Brooke becoming part of the executive team. Ridge guffaws, because they don't like each other. He's convinced they can become friends. As for Hope for the future, it's not doing as well as they'd like, but pulling the plug is premature. He asks if he's passed Taylor's test. She giggles that he did. Ridge thinks this is the only way to make things work is if the Forresters and Logans work together. Otherwise, how will it go for the kids? It has to start with Hope and Steffy. Taylor muses, I hope you're right, Ridge. In the design office, Brooke rants that Steffy is going to be so angry over this kiss that she'll drive a wedge between the families again. Hope is sorry. She didn't think about how it would affect her and Ridge. Brooke is just worried about her. This isn't in character, and it all started when she kissed Thomas in Rome while married to Liam. She's spiraling out of control. If she can't rein this in, it's going to hurt her. Hope cries that it scares her how reckless she's been. She'll do everything she can to get a handle on these emotions. I do not want to be that type of person. I don't want to be someone who goes after a married man, especially not Finn. I'm sorry, Mom. I don't understand why I'm doing any of this. In the Cliff house, Finn asks, what do you mean you can't do this anymore? Steffy feels like she's the only one who fights for them. Finn argues, I fight for you. Steffy says, no you don't. You fight for everyone else. Anyone who even looks at him, he wants to be their superhero, even if it's at her expense. Finn denies it. Steffy asks, what about Sheila? Sheila shot me. She almost killed me. The fact that you could even look at that woman again, the fact that you forgave her, that speaks volumes. She told him to stay away from Hope, but he wanted to have a friendship with her. The thought of him kissing another woman is bad enough, but Hope? He knows the back and forth she went through with Liam. Finn declares that she's right. He hates seeing her like this, but he promised he'd never keep anything from her. If he'd thought Hope would have crossed that line, he would have shut it down before it even started. I would never do anything to jeopardize our marriage. I love you. You and the kids are my whole world. He was just trying to do the right thing and asks, will you forgive me? I will never let anything like this happen again. Bold and beautiful spoilers for week of August 19. Think you were shocked when Luna planted a kiss on the man who, 5 minutes earlier, she'd thought to be her dad? Imagine how Bill feels. Actually, you won't have to imagine, because we're about to find out. Last week saw not one but two shocking kisses, thanks to Hope pulling Finn into a corner during the party at Eric's house. What happens next could destroy several lives. Lai admitted that she doesn't think her sister is guilty of murder, but will Poppy's please pierce Lee's heart or fall on deaf ears? Taylor's back in town, but what's brought her back this time? Will she once again throw her hat into the ring where Ridge is concerned, or might the world-renowned shrink have not only a whole new look, but a new attitude to go with it? Taylor swings by to catch up with her favorite ex-husband, Ridge, and while there, she'll let him know her thoughts on his reunion with Brooke. Finn insisted that he absolutely, positively had to tell Steffy the truth about the kiss Hope planted on him. Will he regret it upon seeing his wife's reaction? Can Steffy and Finn's marriage survive this latest challenge? After making a difficult decision, Steffy decides she needs to confront this particular problem head-on. Watch out, Hope, 'cause here comes Steffy, and she has a major bone to pick with you. Suddenly, we're looking at Luna in a whole new light and asking ourselves questions we'd never even considered. For example, could she be the person who killed Tom and Hollis? Well, Taylor's been back on the canvas for approximately 12 seconds, which means the legendary feud between the two sides of Ridge's family are overdue for a battle. And that's exactly what will ensue when Taylor hears that Hope kissed Finn. Worse, she hears it from Brooke. And guess who'll be caught in the middle? As usual, it'll be Ridge. Wonder which side he'll come down on. Bold and beautiful spoilers for Friday. Katie's gonna be climbing on her high horse upon finding out that she was right about Poppy all along, at least in some regards. As if Steffy hasn't already had a rough week, she's about to see something she can't unsee, no matter how hard she tries. Who is Daytime's most iconic character ever? The slut from the valley? The queen bee who gave her that nickname? Or someone else? Find out as you scroll through the brand new photo gallery below, a ranking of soap's most legendary characters of all time.